Hey guys, it's Meg. I am here this week with a new video for you. This is going to be our standard tarot reading, so if you guys are interested in seeing what comes out in the cards this week, please stick around. I'm happy to have you. Really quickly before we get into it, I have firstly included links to my social media and my website, booking information, all of that. It's in the description. If you are interested in getting in touch with me, or if you have any questions, comments, or concerns that you'd like to share with me, everything you need to get in touch with me is listed in the description. But I'd also like to ask you to consider hitting the like and subscribe and the bell buttons so you can stay in the loop for when I post new work. If you like what you see in the video and want to see more from me, I feel like that's the best way you're going to be able to do that. So, of course, all of that's optional. Don't worry about it if you don't like it or can't. Just there are other videos to watch, and YouTube's a big place, so you're not spoiled for choice there, I think. So I have been feeling very strange ever since yesterday, and there was a lot going on yesterday. I feel like I overdid my activity levels and kind of got myself into a worked up state that I couldn't really calm down from, and that's something I tend to do a lot, which is not fun. Um, but I did, for better for worse, for better for worse, I did bring home a new tarot deck, and I'm going to attribute my antsiness to not really. There's something that I need to see. There's something that I really, really need to see. And in specific from this new tarot deck that I haven't seen yet. So I wanna share it with you. Yeah, I want to share it with you and let's see what happens. What I'm going to do is I'm going to get just a basic read on the general energy right now, what's going on around me and how I can use that. I have several decks as per usual, and everything's going to be listed in the description as well. But we're going to start with the Everyday Tarot by Bridgit Esselmont, and then we will go into some other decks and get a read on how we can tap in and what we can do with it from there. Also, message from the new deck. So let's get into that. Yeah. So first thing, we have the Three of Cups. So there's a celebration and a sense of community. I think what I mean to say there is that there are supportive energy. There's supportive I'm stuck on the celebration aspect. And I'm getting there because I don't know if you can see, but there looks like a party going on in that card. So, okay, there's a reason to celebrate. Okay, there's that. We also have the sun. There's a lot of warmth, a lot of clarity, a lot of growth. I'm hearing the phrase "the way is clear." So, okay, the way is clear. All right. We also have the Knight of Pentacles. So there's some action that needs to be taken on. There's some action that needs to be taken on certainly growth, because there's been a lot of that has happened. Okay, and maybe this is an opportunity to get rooted again. I'm gonna go with that because I feel like the message coming out from the cards so far is that I've made progress. There's a reason to celebrate that, because that progress is helping me get rooted again. Now, typically, I would say that it's time to take action because there's a clear way forward and I have help. And I think that message also stands. But perhaps I'm forgetting. Perhaps I'm forgetting that I already have. I already have what it takes to move forward. Maybe that's it. Let's see what else comes out. So that was the Knight of Pentacles, but we also have the Knight of Swords. Okay, so there's oh, interesting. There's a chance for me to take action and shift my perspective on certain things. Okay. Okay. So yeah, okay, take action, shift perspective here. And I have the endurance to do that. Okay. Okay. So right off the bat, there's something that needs to shift. There's something that needs to change. And this is going to cause an uprooting or an upheaval of things that I've already gotten comfortable with. But I need to shift my, I need to shift my perspective and give myself a chance to actually do this work, because so far, I've gone through a lot and I've been through a lot. But the fact of the matter is that I'm not alone. I'm clear. I am actually very clear on what I need to do. It's just going to be a matter of taking action and doing the things that I know I must. Okay. And yes, it's going to require some endurance and some patience, but it will happen. Okay. Okay. So let's move into another deck. What is potentially changing? What can I look forward to? What should I be aware of? How can I make the best use of this energy right now? Okay. We're going to move into the Harmonious Tarot. This is by Walter Crane. I don't know if I mentioned it yet, but everything's going to be listed in the description. So hang in there with me. And I think what I'd like to do is do a little quick card breakdown for everybody. That will be a link in the description, and it will be linked on my Tumblr. So yeah, look forward to it. All right. So we have number one. Okay, we have the Empress in reverse. I feel like there's some blocked creative energy. There's something that I really need to tap into. And I'm feeling, I'm hearing nurturing energy in this, because there's a lot going on in that frame. I don't know if you can see that clearly, but there's a lot going on in that frame, and I'm associating all of the growth and the plant life to that nurturing. But because it's in reverse, I'm not allowing myself to do that. Or if I am allowing myself to do that, it's not very effective and not very well. Interesting thought for you guys. Feedback is appreciated on that. The motif for the wands in this deck is branches and leaves. So I'm wondering, okay, what am I not allowing myself to nurture or grow? that might be why I'm feeling weird, because there's something that I'm blocking. So what is that thing? Let's see what that thing is. Okay. Okay, we got 2 cards. First card out, we have the Knight of Swords. Once again, I feel like, okay, I feel like I'm blocking myself from making this shift. I'm blocking myself from making this shift because what is imperative and what is important is that I need to take action, and perhaps there is something, there's a lot more I need to let go of. And I feel like it's in particular the energy that the energy of the past. Okay, let's go with that. So I'm blocking myself from shifting perspective, especially where past energies are concerned. Okay, so Knight of Swords, once again we have a repeat card there, but we also have the Queen of Cups. There's a lot of emotion attached to that. There's definitely some deep rooted emotions that I have been holding on to, and perhaps they're not entirely positive. This card didn't come out in reverse, so I don't want to say I'm holding on to that thought too tightly, because I'm feeling a lot. Positively, negatively, it's all there. And I think I need to nurture the opportunity to let those emotions work in me. Okay, let those emotions work on me, because if I don't know how I'm feeling, how can I identify it and how can I let it go, right? Okay, let's go with that. Queen of Cups. Hidden energy, the Ace of Swords. Again, there's an opportunity here to actually make that shift, to let go of old thought patterns and move myself on. The opportunity is here. I know I need to grasp it, to change it, and to move it forward. I just need to give myself the chance to do that. And right now it looks like I haven't been giving myself the chance. Okay. So there's the Ace of Swords. These are hidden energy. Okay, we have the Three of Wands. Shit, we have the Three of Wands. My ship's come in. Holy crap. Okay. My ship has come in, and it's time for me to get on the damn boat. No more waiting, no more planning. Just get in there and do it. Holy shit. I didn't think I was gonna cry. Okay. Okay. The boat's come in. Time to get on and go. Okay. All right. Well, that's I needed to see that. Thank you. Let's move into the Radiant Rider Tarot and get some new energy. So the Three of Wands in reverse. It's time for me to get on the ship and move forward, because there's definitely some new energy coming in. So, okay. We have the Knight of Pentacles. I'm hearing the phrase, don't wait anymore. Don't wait. It's not that I'm being called to uproot necessarily, although there's a lot of shifting that needs to happen. Yeah, there's a lot of shifting that needs to happen. But it's time to take action, and it's time to maybe take a cutting of what I've planted and try cultivating it elsewhere, because it's time for that. Okay, it's time to take a cutting of what I've planted and cultivate it elsewhere. Okay. I honestly, guys, I don't know if this reading is going to be any good. I'm feeling a lot of energy and nervousness right now, because I know I'm seeing what I need to see, but I don't know if I'm expressing it in a way that makes sense. If this video isn't the most earth-shattering or groundbreaking, not that my videos are, but at this point I feel like I'm just sharing what I'm seeing, and if it's resonating with you, I hope that it's helping. I hope that this is helping. Okay. Again, Six of Swords is coming out. There's a shift. I'm going through a shift and a change, and the thing is that the other message is that I'm not going it alone, which is kind of helping me buck that thought process that I am. I don't know if you can see that, and yeah, that's this figure down here is being transported across the waters, and they're not making that journey alone. So I think what I can take heart in, and what I can understand, what I can take heart in, is knowing that I have not come this far by myself, and I won't go any further by myself either. You know, the choice is up to me. I can stagnate, or I can move forward, and I'm being called to move forward. Obviously, look what I'm seeing in the cards. Okay. I'm moving forward, and I'm not doing that by myself. Okay. All right. Six of Swords. And, you know, there's been some pain. There's been some hurt. There has been some stress and some anger and some just, you know, maybe I'm being called to let go of past pains, past nervousness, past anger. And even though I will face that down the line, because that's part of the human existence, is to experience pain, but also to experience joy and happiness and light. It will happen, and I need to acknowledge that this transition may require me letting go of things that I once held on to, and the things that brought me joy. But that doesn't mean that it has to be forever, because there will be space for new energies and new experiences that come in. I'm making this transition. I have to take action, because what am I waiting for? Right? What am I waiting for? Okay. So there could be some painful experiences down the line too. Just be open and accepting. Open and accepting if it's in alignment with what you if it's in alignment with what you're trying to create for yourself. Once again, I hope this is making sense. I don't know if this is going to be any good, but I'm going to try for it anyway. All right. Hidden energy. You have the Eight of Wands. This is going to happen fast. This is going to happen potentially suddenly. But there's a lot of energy and a lot of movement coming in. I'm hearing perhaps this is necessary. Perhaps the speed is necessary. And that could be what is, that could be what's bothering you. Okay, it certainly feels like that's what's bothering me. So yeah, there's a lot of energy, a lot of hidden movement here. Maybe not hidden movement. Definitely not hidden movement, because you'll know when this is happening, I think. But yeah, a lot of energy, a lot of nervousness. So how do we deal with this? What do we do here? Okay. Okay. We're in authority over our thoughts. We know how we're thinking. We know how we're feeling. And it's time to take what we're thinking on and put it into action. Once again, get on the damn boat. Go forward. Make progress. Take action. Okay? Take action because it's all up here. It's all up here. So maybe, at least I'm going to call myself out here. There's a lot of thoughts that I've been dwelling on and ruminating. So I'm going to take charge of that and really assess why I need to do that, or why am I doing these things to myself? Okay. So yeah, so there's the King of Swords. Okay, that's our hidden energy. Basically, message that I'm getting from this section of the cards is that it's time to take action. It's been time to take action, okay? Because this transition is already happening and you're already moving forward, but I've been blocking my own progress. I've been blocking my own progress because I'm too deeply rooted in the past, and I need to bring up another clipping, take a leaf off of this plant and put it elsewhere so it can grow. This transition may cause me pain, but if I can unblock myself, and if I can stop myself from resisting these changes, a lot's going to happen for me. And it may cause a lot of thought processes that I don't want to have, but I'm also in authority over those thought processes. And I don't have to feel nervous or afraid because I'm not alone. And I have more agency and authority over those things than I thought. Okay. So, okay. So there we go. Final card, and that is the King of Swords. All right. So finally, we're going to get into the new deck that I want to see. I want to see what message this has. I want to see. I need to know what voice this deck is going to be using with me. This is the Murder of Crows Tarot by Corrado Roy. It's a new deck, so I don't know how effective it's going to be right now. I still have to train it up a little bit, and also the cards are sticking, so there's that fact. But once again, there's a voice in it that I need to hear and I need to see. There's certainly a message of transition and movement, movement forward. Yeah, the need to get on the damn boat because it's not going to wait forever. That I am aware of. Let's see. Okay, one more shuffle here, guys. Ooh, okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. You know what? Perfect. We got 7 cards popping out of that. The neat clarifiers, I will get into that. I do want to warn you, this is a little bit dark, but it is a beautifully rendered deck. So just bear with it. We'll see how it goes. So the first card I have is the 7 of Pentacles. So I need to assess progress. I need to kind of take a step back and make notes. Is it worth it? Is it worth it? Is the phrase that I keep hearing. What do I value? What do I want in my life? At one point, the phrase that I had in my head was quality over quantity. And so far, I've been working to get rid of the junk that I've been holding on to emotionally. It's a little bit harder, but physically, I've been working on that. And just assessing whether certain situations, people, things, what do I value? Is it worth keeping around? Okay, is what I have worth keeping around? Put it like that. I'm not doing very well right now, guys. I'm sorry. Next card, though, we also have the 6 of Swords. Again, transitioning, moving on, looking forward to being on different shores, rowing for different horizons and holding out in the storm, because at some point I'm going to hit solid ground again. Okay? And I'm not making this transition by myself. Okay, so 6 of Swords. We also have the 5 of Wands. So there is some conflict and there's some drama and there's some pain that's borne out in the fact that we have the 3 of Swords from the Radiant Rider. This is an internal conflict. It's not an outward conflict, although that's how I would normally read this card, and you can kind of tell that it would likely be an outward conflict, judging by how these crows are flying around in frame here. But for the most part, there's been a weird internal conflict. Again, I think that's fair to say because we have all the swords imagery coming through. We have the sword imagery coming through. So definitely some conflict in the transition, and that's I don't know if it's to be expected, but in this case, it's certainly worth a look. Okay, certainly worth a look. So there's the 5 of Wands. We also have the 4. We also have the 4 of Wands as well. Once again, there's a community and a foundation underneath my feet already. So even though I'm moving on, even though I'm being called to put my roots in a different spot, I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it in vain. I'm not doing it purposelessly, if that makes sense. There is a reason why I need to do this work, and there is a point to all of that, because achieving achieving my goals will come to something. It will be acknowledged. It will be acknowledged, and I should take heart in that. I need to do the work for it, but that work won't be in vain. Okay, so there is the Four of Wands. Okay, Four of Wands. We also have the King of Wands. So I need to know that I am in authority over. It's not the King of Cups, but I feel compelled to say that I'm in authority over how deeply I'm feeling, how deeply and how intensely I'm feeling the emotions that attached in this situation. And I also feel compelled to say that instead of avoiding them, perhaps I need to lean into that a lot more than I am. Okay, perhaps I need to lean into that a lot more than I am. Okay, so there is the King of Wands. So generally, let me explain a little bit about how I understand the Suit of Wands. The Suit of Wands is representative of the element of fire, and thus it represents like passions, inspiration, what inspires you to feel certain things, and that's how I get. That's how I'm getting that I need to lean into the intensity of what I'm feeling. Hopefully any of this makes sense. But yeah, King of Wands and an authority and understanding over what that means for me. So there is King of Wands. Alrighty, so finally our hidden energy is the Four of Pentacles. Yeah, I gotta let it go. There's some things I have to let go. Okay, yeah, there's some things I gotta let go. I gotta open up and have a little bit of fun, because this has been very stressful. It has been very nerve-wracking. It has been, it's been stressful and nerve-wracking, but I've come through a lot, and I've come through a lot. I've gotten here. There's no reason for me to be so stingy and closed off, okay? And our clarifying energy for the whole thing is that we have the Five of Pentacles. Once again, not alone. Not alone. Gonna end that one there. Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna end it there. I hope, if anything about this reading makes sense. I feel I have been, scattered, a little bit scattered. And, next time I'm hoping it's not going to be like this for the next reading, but it's been like this for a long time. This energy has been very scattered for a long time, and I'm glad I looked at it. I'm glad I saw it, because the whole message that I'm getting is that it's time to go. It's time to make this transition. Stop blocking it, and just do it. Just do it. Nike swoosh. Shia LaBeouf it. Just get going. I got it. Okay. So that's it for this reading, guys. Thank you so much for tuning in. Not my best video, I'll acknowledge it, but it's certainly one that I needed to see, and I hope that it is resonating with you. I love you guys. Come back next week for a new message, and hopefully it will be helpful as well. I'll see you guys very soon. Bye, everybody.